So in last video we have learned that how to create a database, how to use that particular database, and how to delete that database. So in today's session we will learn that how to create a table in a particular database, how to use that table, and how to create how to enter different fields in that database, how to delete that entries from a particular database using different commands, and how to delete that table. And we will also use some primary keys and some another keys to check the redundancy present in our database. And we will also insert some values through insert command in our database. So let's start. So first of all, I am using the command show databases. So these are the current databases that are present in our system. So I am creating a new database in our system. So let's start. So we can give any name to our database. So suppose I give it him name company. Okay, so our database has been created. So we will use now we have to use that this database. So I am writing the command use company. Okay, so now I am going to write this command show tables. So I am writing this command because uh, I have to check that a table is present in this database or not. So we have seen that there is no table present in that database. So I am creating a new table in this database. So I am writing the command create table. Let's suppose that I am giving the name uh, employee. So I am entering the fields means columns. So let us an employee has a name. So I am giving her name, and I am also defining its data type, that is varchar, means variable character. And I am also defining its length. Let's suppose that we will take it as 50. So now I am going to define another field, that is age, and its data type is oh sorry Okay, x varchar 50 and age is let's we take it in integers. So okay, now our table has been created. Now uh, I have to enter some records in it. So I am using for this, for entering some entities or records in a particular table. So I am using the insert command. So through insert command, I can add some employee data in that particular table. So insert, I am using the insert command. Insert into table name, that is our employee. So let's suppose that I am giving a name of the employee such as Rohan, and oh sorry, its name. Firstly, I have to define its name. So name, I am defining the columns, and age, and I now I have to give some values to it. So values should be, let's suppose, Aman, and let's its age be 25. So yes, okay, now our data has been inserted into the table. So we will use the select command to show that our operation has been performed or not in table. So we use select star from table name, that is our employee. Okay, so our name and age has been inserted. So now for inserting multiple values in our table, so uh, we will use same insert command, but we have I am defining multiple values for the same name and age column. Okay, so let's do it. So I am using the insert command. Insert into employee name, defining the columns and values. So let's suppose that we have to give any random name such as Naman, and its age is, let's suppose, 30, and Karan, let's suppose its age is 40, and Kunal, let's suppose its age is 50. Okay, so our data has been inserted to the employee table. So now we have to check that our data has been inserted into the table or not. So we will use same command, select star from employee. So here it is, our data has been inserted into the table. Now for now uh, uh, if uh, if we want to generate a warning in our table, so we will use a particular example. Let's suppose that name, so name, age, and here we are giving the values. Let's suppose that uh, any random alphabetic alphabets. Okay, so an error has been generated. So we will use okay. So for this, I am writing this command again. Age and values are, so let's suppose in above in above in this example, I am giving only a single value that is in the character format. I am not giving any numerical value. So suppose if we want to generate a warning, so I am using giving the value Arun, and at the place of the age I am giving some character value, suppose any random. So so here we can say that this error is as warning to our warning for our age column, because we have inserted a character value instead of an integer value. So for correcting this warning, we have to use insert into employee age comma name and values to be given here. Suppose as we in which order we have defined our columns, in that order we have to define our values. So we can take age as 15 and name as Arjun. So now the MySQL command has accepted it. So our data has been inserted. So we use show table show table no select star from employee. So our data has been inserted in this table. So if we want to check whether a value is null or not, means if we just define our table and didn't define in that our values and column name, so what will happen? So now we will check insert into employee, that is our table name, and we will keep it remain and empty. Values. Okay, so now we check that what will happen. Select star from employee. Okay, my bad. Let's check the error. Okay, okay. Select star from employee. Okay, so here we got that a null and another null value. So now how to check that whether it is null or not null. So we will use, so we have to create another table